right, guys, we are in, and it is time to review, give you my first impressions of the new ZTE Axon 10 Pro. Wow. Now, my model is 8 gigs with 256 gigs of storage. You saw everything that comes in the box and everything. We're going to run over the specs real quick. So a 6.47 inch 1080p AMOLED display, which is absolutely gorgeous. Pretty much a 6.5 inch display. Very narrow phone right here. This is looking pretty sweet. And then you have a 48 megapixel camera on the rear. Whoa. A 48 for a wide angle at 1.7 aperture, and then you've got an 8 megapixel telephoto lens at 2.4, and then you've got a 20 megapixel 2.2 aperture 11 millimeter ultra wide camera. Wow. Come on, folks. Let me get my rag. I can't sleep on this. Beautiful hardware. Look at this. Oh, yes. Look at that. Wow. That's absolutely gorgeous. Now, it does have the Snapdragon 855, and you've got an in-screen fingerprint reader. You've got facial recognition. You've got a 20 megapixel camera on the front that does HDR as well. The rear obviously does HDR, but this front camera does HDR, so I can't wait to tell you about this, show you these cameras. Now, you do have a stereo speaker setup, which means you're going to have a bottom firing speaker, and then you've got one coming through the earpiece at the top. And you've got Dolby Atmos, obviously. You've got active noise cancellation with microphone dedicated to that. So that's a huge plus right there, man. This is going to be an absolute beast to use. I love the animated wallpaper. Under display fingerprint readers, you can see there. And then I've got wireless charging. That's Qi wireless charging. And you get an 18-watt charger in the box. A quick charge 4 plus. So all that aside, you can see they switched completely to stock. No more of anything else. And I didn't add my things to the phone yet, so you could actually see this is what comes on the phone. Yes. Now, at this price point, folks, there's not a lot competing with this. So let's look for what we consider bloatware. Do we see any bloatware? I don't. Whoop, there it is. Facebook. So let's see if I can disable. Oh, I can uninstall. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Yes. You can uninstall it. So other than that, folks, I don't see what I would consider bloatware. You've got an office suite, but I can use that office suite. Got a game assist. I can definitely use that. So there it is. So let's go into the settings here and let's go to storage. Of my 256, I got almost 2. The system only uses less than 4. So that's pretty sweet, man. Look at that animated wallpaper. That is crazy. There's absolutely nothing on the phone. And they came completely stock, which we definitely can appreciate. So what else can I show you? Let's get into those cameras, man. Oh boy. Let's go take a look at these. All right, guys, here is wide angle. This is absolutely great, man. This thing's really getting the footage in. Wow. It is an extremely windy day out, and I wanted to go ahead and show you the wide angle video first. This is very important to me because I really like to be able to shoot things with a wide angle. All right, so now here is just a regular footage here coming from the regular lens here. This is absolutely great. Let's pan down. Look at that quality. Oh my gosh. Absolutely great, folks. Now I can switch modes. So I'm going to go ahead and tap the button one time. And it goes to a 3 time. And then I can switch to a wide, I believe, during the video as well. Oh yeah. Booyah. Some phones is disabled. But ZTE decided to go ahead and just let it ride. Look at that wide angle, being able to switch between wide angle and regular video in the video while it's recording is absolutely awesome. Beautiful footage. Oh, let's go 3 times. And look at how it goes. It focuses really fast. My shaky hand, that's what you notice in there. And I can go all the way in, folks, to 10 times zoom. Look at how clear that is. Disregard my shaky hand, but wow. And now switch it once and go right back out to wide. Fantastic footage. Now here is the front camera, something you guys probably were wondering about. Look at how it's actually not blowing out the wall. You know, some phones, they blow out that back wall back there and they can't handle that wall over there, and they blow it out. But check out this 20 megapixel camera on the front, handling its business. I can pan over this way. Look at that. Whew, I don't know, folks. Oh boy, folks, we got a winner. Now we're going to look at the software on the phone. So the camera itself has what they call bokeh effect. Then they've got night mode, they've got portrait mode already here. And in the portrait mode, obviously you have all the different, this is something that's become popular. You got natural light, and then you've got studio light, you know, the same rundown. You can do the stage light. This is something that's become, that, you know, phones just have now. So that's a good thing. Then obviously you got your regular photos here. You got your video. Let's go to the photos real quick here. Oops, not that one. Settings. And then you can see the way you can shoot here. You can go 4x3 or with a 48 megapixel photo. And I'll show you what one of those looks like. You have to obviously turn that on. You got the 48 megapixel, the 12, the 9-7. Then you've got the AI camera, which is important. And then greatest center. Then you've got, that's it. So let's take a 48 megapixel camera photo, and then I'll put it up and show you what it looks like. Whoa, this is super clear. Then you've got your video. You go to settings here. You've got 1080p, 4K, 720, and MMS. Just the basics, man. But that is the camera. If you go, and obviously you have wide, which is good because I really like the wide shots. You got your HDR, obviously. And then you have all these modes right here. You have manual mode, your panorama, your sport, the mono. Mono is actually pretty cool because with this is something that ZTE has gotten on their other phones where you can adjust the red hue. You can bring up things that are red. So I've always liked that mono mode. You know, there you go. You've got all your you got your magic shutter too, time lapse, slow motion. So this is actually a very advanced set of cameras on here. And you know, this just first impressions, man. I haven't loaded my stuff up yet, but you know, it doesn't have a headphone jack, but you get the dongle in the box, and they give you headphones in the box. But this is absolutely fantastic, folks. The display is absolutely beautiful. Now I'm gonna bring in, because I know you guys want to see, gonna bring it in, the Axon 7. This is how far they've come with their devices. I had no idea that it would go this far. And we're gonna take a look at that case in a second that comes in the box, because I think ZTE is doing it right. And again, folks, at this price point, you could go so far as to say OnePlus killer. I mean, come on now, stock Android. And you guys might say, oh, you know, is it going to get updated? It's stock Android, so we'll have to wait and see. But this design, this is the Axon 7, and this is the Axon 10 Pro. They have gone light years ahead of what they were doing. That mirror finish is just absolutely gorgeous. They have gone light years ahead of what they've come a long way, straight up. So the Axon 7 is still my beast of a phone. So let's take a look at this case here. Now this case has a texture in the inside, it's grippy, and along the sides it's actually flat. And then there's a little bit of branding along the side. It really won't pick up on video. And you've got, again, matte all the way around, and then this is a clear back. So this is absolutely great, and it's a perfect fit. And I wouldn't dare take it off. But when I get some accessories, I'll take it off. So you can see the camera is now, it's got like a little, it levels off the camera, so it's no longer a bump for the camera, because there is a bump for the camera on here. And obviously with this coming in the box, that means that all ports and everything are going to line up just great. So wow and wow, you can see how fast that facial recognition is. This is a new kid on the block, and this is the comeback kid for ZTE USA. I'm telling you, this is absolutely great. It is great. Well, it's your man Jay. That was my unboxing and first impressions. And my first impressions of this thing, No getting around it, folks. This thing is awesome, and I think you're really going to enjoy this when you pick it up. Again, that price point, how could you not like this? Stock Android, beautiful hardware, killer cameras. We'll check out the battery later. I'll definitely give you battery updates for sure. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care.